Live from the Caterpillar Global Communications Center at Bradley University, this is BUTV News.
Good evening and welcome to BUTV News. I'm Peyton McDermott.
And I'm Jackie Myers. Let's take a look at the news.
The 2016 student body officers have all been decided. Caitlin Marquette was just named the Secretary of the Assembly following the runoff elections that wrapped up this morning. She won with 61.5% of the vote, and she'll join Jenna Delaria, Dave Jensen, and Kelsey Vogt at Student Senate next week on Monday, where they will all be sworn in by President Roberts. Congratulations, Caitlin.
The results are in from the Student Activities Budget Review Committee presentation weekend. SABRC received countless requests from a wide range of Bradley student organizations as they hope to receive funding for events this upcoming fall. Pablo Iglesias has more.
The committee met on Saturday, April 9th, and sat in for presentations from 40 different student organizations. Similar to a format like the television show Shark Tank, student representatives are given a specific time frame to sell their event with questions from SABRC following the presentation. It's a long day for these students, but they are dedicated without a doubt to ensure the student activity fees are put to proper use. Student Senate's Secretary of Finance Hunter Vaughn adds on to how SABRC explains just how an event receives funding.
We look at price per person, we look at marketing plan, feasibility, past performance is taken into consideration, and then there's some subjective criteria as well. We try to evaluate if we think the executive board can create a well-executed event, and there's some other criteria.
The main factor in the decision process is that the events will benefit the entire campus. Requests can range from large-scale entertainment events to even small favors that can be handed out to students. SABRC also holds responsibility to make sure they do not grant funding for events with the same mission. The reason behind this? Encouraging other organizations to reach out and work in unison with their fellow classmates.
You don't want to have the same thing as someone else is applying for, because that shows that you aren't integrated with the rest of the Bradley community. You aren't talking to groups that might have a shared similar vision as you do. And so we're going to have to give it to one or the other. And we want both groups to put on such fantastic programming. But unfortunately, if you haven't talked, if you haven't collaborated, then one group isn't going to get funding and one group isn't going to be able to push for something that is important to this campus.
After 14 hours of deliberation, SABRC allocated approximately $400,000 in student activity fees. If your organization did not receive funding this semester, you still have time to apply for funding for next fall. Reporting here for BUTV News, I'm Pablo Iglesias.
Bradley's library has been a hot topic for some time. Renovations are being planned starting in June. Let's learn more about the conversation with Brent Reilly.
With the end of the semester rapidly approaching, an all too familiar hurdle will keep Bradley University students from their summertime fun, Finals Week. The Cullum Davis Library will soon move to its special Finals Week hours to accommodate students and their studying needs. The library has been a topic of discussion as of late, but not for reasons the university would prefer. Bradley's library has received national attention from the Princeton Review. In fact, the Cullum Davis Library ranks third on one of their lists. However, that list is titled, "This is a Library?" The empty bookshelves, outdated furniture, and year-round warm temperatures the library has come to be associated with makes cramming for final exams difficult.
Yeah, I pretty much try to avoid the library at all costs. I only come whenever there's group projects, when they want to meet here. Other than that, I typically just try to stay at my apartment. Just try to avoid being here, pretty much, is what it comes down to be.
The library serves as the only place many students can study without distraction, so students must deal with these not so appealing qualities that lands Cullum Davis third on that Princeton Review list. However, the library does take measures to make sure students are as stress-free as possible via a special finals time event, Midnight Munchies.
So we provide drinks 24/7 for the whole week of finals, and then we offer a different snack every midnight during the week. And then we have people in the community and the staff that donate items for us.
Although it's no secret that the Cullum Davis Library has room to improve, it's taking strides in the right direction. Reporting for BUTV, I'm Brent Reilly.
1 in 4 women are sexually assaulted every year. 5% of college women report rape each year, and 2.5% of college men report rape as well. This month, student organizations are joining up in attempts to decrease and possibly eliminate rape cultures on campuses across the nation.
All throughout the month of April, the Make Your Move Bradley campaign has been geared towards addressing the Sexual Assault Awareness Month.
Sexual Assault Awareness Month highlights the lack of public awareness about sexual violence and to educate the community on how to prevent it. A member of the Bradley Heat, Help Empower and Teach, Michaela Robbins, discussed the campus-wide effort to make these events possible.
There's been a whole bunch of different organizations that have partnered with Heat to make this possible. Student Senate's been a big one. Make Your Move Bradley's also been a big one. We partnered together with them to put these events on so that you get like a whole bunch of different student body organizations that are coming together to combat sexual assault. It's been a whole campus-wide effort.
Another Heat member, Emma Murphy, discussed the importance of the message.
Because a lot of times it kind of gets pushed under the rug. I know sometimes people think like, oh, it's college, like that stuff just happens, like you should just be used to it. And that's not the way it should be. And it's really important to make sure that people on college campuses are aware that that doesn't have to be the reality and that they can work towards making campus a safer place for everyone.
The Office of Wellness Programs and the Center for Student Support Services created the Make Your Move Bradley hashtag, a campaign to address the issue of sexual violence on Bradley's campus. Nationwide, college campuses are recognizing and discussing sexual violence more and more. If anyone has been a victim of sexual assault or knows of one, there are many resources available on Bradley's campus and in the Peoria community, including the Center for Prevention of Abuse's 24-hour hotline and Bradley Center for Student Support Services. If a student wishes to remain anonymous, health services in Markin or the counseling offices in the basement of Markin are always available alternatives. For BUTV News, I'm Denzel Washington.
It is no secret that Bradley students possess remarkable talent and have the capacity for brilliance in their respective fields of study. Yet some of the student talents go unrecognized. Last week, the 2016 Student Scholarship Expo at Bradley University was held to do just that. Celebrate and acknowledge those undergraduate and graduate students who go above and beyond in their research, scholarship, and creative production efforts. Spencer Kroc has more on the event.
The Renaissance Coliseum at Bradley University was filled for the annual Student Scholarship Expo. Undergraduate and graduate students have the opportunity to show off their hard work and compete against one another for a number of awards within their college and the university as a whole. Presenters have their works judged by faculty members of each college as well as experts within the Peoria area.
I think one of the benefits of an expo like this is you get to see how interdisciplinary students at Bradley are. Merging all these subject areas is kind of what a liberal arts education is supposed to be about, and I think it does a good job of highlighting the kinds of things that the students are interested in and the connections that they make across disciplines.
The expo began with a public viewing reception, followed by the awards ceremony, where a select few were presented with the Distinguished Expo Award, as well as monetary prizes up to $1,000. This year, Chelsea Tams, a senior graphic design and Spanish double major, was the undergraduate recipient of the President's Award, which includes a certificate and a monetary prize of $1,000 to the most exemplary graduate and undergraduate projects.
I think it's a very special honor to have received this award. There were so many incredible projects here today, and I just honestly can't believe that I took the top prize. I've worked really hard this semester to develop both my card business idea as well as a book that I worked on last semester, so it's really rewarding to be recognized for how hard I've worked and all the effort that I've put in.
While Tams may have taken home the grand prize, the scholarly efforts of all undergraduate and graduate presenters cannot go without appreciation. The Student Scholarship Expo is truly a testament to the hard work and dedication of all students, as well as what it means to be a Bradley Brave. For BUTV News, I'm Spencer Kroc.
BUTV's own Peyton McDermott combined his love for improv and his love for sketch writing to create the second Barbecue Kitten sketch show in the last few years. The show was performed by the Barbecue Kitten Troupe as Peyton's senior project.
I'm here at the Hartman Center for Performing Arts at Bradley University, which recently played host to Barbecue Kitten's sketch show, Second Kitty.
Inspired by Saturday Night Live and Second City, the student-run improv troupe held their first sketch show since their last one 2 years ago. This sketch show was a collaborative effort between the Kittens and President Peyton McDermott's senior project. This project idea was a result of his experiences in Hollywood, which has started to shape his hopes for the future.
I intern at the Groundlings Improv and Theater School, where Kristen Wiig, Will Ferrell, Melissa McCarthy, all these different big names in comedy went and learned. The goal is to, within the next few years, to move to Chicago and start taking improv and sketch classes, and hopefully leading up to Saturday Night Live. That's kind of the goal, is to head in that direction.
This was sophomore troupe member Chris Dolphin's first taste of a kitten sketch show, but that did not stop him from getting involved. Dolphin especially loved seeing McDermott's mind at work.
Peyton is a person that I admire and I'm humbled to be able to do improv and just performance with. He's one of the hardest working people I know. With this show, we were bystanders. All of us were bystanders to watch Peyton's passion for improv comedy and sketch writing.
It may have been hard for the audience to see all the work that McDermott put into the show, but to the rest of the kittens, it was clear how much went on behind the scenes.
When I was in Los Angeles in early March, I made it a goal to write a new comedy sketch a week. I took several of those, reread through a lot of them, and picked which ones I considered the best to put on. 10 were selected, which was a tough process. This is kind of the culmination of all that.
The farewell tour for McDermott and the 4 other kittens graduating will wrap up with the Barbecue Kitten Death Show on May 3rd, so be sure to go out and watch their last Bradley performance. For BUTV News, I'm AJ Lamb.
And as you can see, this past week, Dr. Tim Connolly hosted a lecture titled Screening Vienna, City of Dreams in English Language Cinema and Television. Chris Shearer brings you the story.
Dr. Conley's lecture covered a topic which he had previously written about in his book Screening Vienna. The book covers how the Austrian city has been portrayed in American media.
It's an analysis and history of representation of Vienna in English language films and television.
Vienna. These movies ranged from early classics such as The Third Man and Champagne Waltz, pertained to Viennese culture, and a few times he even pointed out things the movies got wrong.
The one screening is Neil Berger's screening of Prague to make it look like Vienna. The other screening was the filters I applied in my own desire and nostalgia to look at the city as if it really were a Vienna that I thought I knew so well.
Though he did not show every movie that takes place in Vienna, Dr. Conley did bring up a few of his personal favorites.
They're very different kinds of films in different genres. Museum Hours, I think, is a wonderful film. Very slow, but very thoughtfully made. Third Man is a classic. There are others that I couldn't show, like Reunion in Vienna, about a Habsburg who returns after World War I. Oh, Rosalinda, which is a wonderful adaptation of Die Fledermaus. Some of the Freud films as well.
Dr. Conley urged the audience to watch more of the films he showed clips from. Most can be found online or can be rented from video stores. For BUTV News, I'm Chris Shearer.
Dingledine is alive with concerts this time of year, and one of the concerts this past weekend featured a senior performance major from Bradley. But that's not what made this concert unique.
Maggie Sloter is a senior here at Bradley and recently held a concert as part of her senior requirements under the music performance major. The requirements ask that you give 2 recitals. However, this was Maggie's 3rd.
Continuing in the degree path for performance, so I'll never have another opportunity to do something like that again. So I was like, hey, if I can take it now, why not?
She began planning for the event in October, looking for pieces that would be fun and entertaining for everyone. But early in December, her vision for the show was drastically shifted. A close friend and fellow music major, Zachary Halbrick, passed away tragically in a car accident. Upon finding out, Maggie was shocked.
I sat in bed with my eyes wide open, I couldn't think, I couldn't breathe. It was like he was one of my best friends. I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I knew that I had to do something for him.
Sophomore year, Bradley Symphonic Winds played a piece called Hymn to a Blue Hour. Maggie requested permission from the composer himself to arrange the piece and dedicate it to her friend, Zachary.
When somebody touches your life like that, it never stops.
The piece in Maggie's arrangement featured 5 trombones, 2 trumpets, and a tuba. Its melancholy tone moved some of the audience members to tears.
Zach Halbrick was one of the best people I've ever known in my entire life.
It truly was a beautiful tribute. For BUTV News, I'm Megan Grote.
Monday, in the Dingledine Music Center, Evan Van Bremen performed his senior recital to the Bradley community. Evan Van Bremen played the flute for his senior recital. His senior recital was in partial fulfillment for the requirements of the degree of Bachelor of Music. He was assisted by Dr. Tatiana Shustova, who played the piano. Evan performed many pieces in his show, and some of his pieces were from Handel, Demerson, Faur, and Reinecke. He displayed that he has an awesome talent for playing the flute. Based on the audience reaction, they enjoyed his performance as well. If you're interested in checking out more student recitals, the next recital will be a Bradley Piano Studio student recital.
Grammy Award winner Lecrae came to Bradley University last Sunday. He is an American Christian hip-hop artist, songwriter, record producer, and actor. He's been nominated for Artist of the Year for 4 years in a row at the GMA Dove Awards, the last of which he won. On Sunday, he performed at Bradley's Renaissance Coliseum as part of his nationwide higher learning tour. Hundreds of people from across central Illinois came to attend. Some students got a free bus ride to the Coliseum, but security was still tight, making sure that everyone had a safe and fun experience. For the third year in a row, Alpha Epsilon Pi fraternity is throwing a massive block party at the end of the school year. AE Pi's Rock the Block is an event open to all students and members of the Peoria community. Cody Lefkowitz has more.
With the school year winding down, Bradley students are trying to finish the year with a bang. One way to do that is with AEPI's third annual Rock the Block. The event takes place on April 30th and will be a guaranteed good time for all that attend. For the third consecutive year, AEPI Rock the Block will take place in front of the AEPI House on 1309 West Fredonia Avenue. Live bands, free food, and other giveaways are bound to bring in more students than ever. But like Uncle Ben said from Spider-Man, with great power comes great responsibility.
It's just not asking the fraternities and sororities to move their cars off the street. It's really getting everyone around in the neighborhood engaged and aware of what's going on.
Senior TV arts major and AEPI brother Jonathan Pereira created this event only 3 years ago as a sophomore. Since its inception, he has watched it grow and is very pleased with what it has become. Last year, roughly 1,200 students attended the event, and this year, they're expecting 1,500 to show up. That's nearly 34% of the Bradley student population.
Some of the things that we talked about last year that could have been improved coming to this year were additional promotions, kind of getting started earlier, which is something that we've done this year, and just finding a way to kill dead space during the event in between performers.
Improvements are still being made for the upcoming years, including more sponsorships, giveaways, and big-name artists. But for now, 1/3 of Bradley's campus is happy with how Rock the Block has turned out. For BUTV News, I'm Cody Lefkowitz.
Coming up, Megan will bring us a check of our weather.
And Katie will bring us some entertainment news. We'll be right back after these messages.
Looks like a paper.
Oh, hey.
Hey, how you doing?
Not great.
Life is unpredictable. Calculus and papers are hard. Don't forget to back up your files. Otherwise, you'll get whatever happened at the end of that video.
Dude, finish your drink so we can get more. You guys are so slow.
Dude, this is like my third drink already. You're the slow one. You guys all suck. I'm the one with the car. Stop being a loser. I bet you can't take this double shot. Shut up and give me the shot.
Yo, give me the keys.
No, you've been drinking a lot.
So have you. You've had like 5 shots and 3 beers?
Dude, I'm fine. Leave me alone. I swear to God. I swear, he literally like fell.
Dude, I gotta pee.
Dude, no, you Sarah, go in the bushes or something.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Huh?
You that girl's number? You're not driving, are you?
Yeah, I am. Can you help me?
Yeah, I can help take you home.
No, f you. I'm driving out of here. I need to go home. No.
No.
Give me like a...
Friends don't let friends drive drunk. Know your limit, know the limit.
So you weren't wrong after last week's weather broadcast. It was just perfect this past weekend. And I know it's a little rainy today, and it's kind of looking a little rainy too, but hopefully we at least have some sun coming up and some nice weather.
Yeah, we're in for a really beautiful weekend, another beautiful weekend before finals, so it's really good for us. We get to get out and get a little sunshine. So we're actually going to go right into the weather. We've had a little bit of rain today, but it cleared up, which just makes for a beautiful campus. As you can see, it's really been blooming all over campus. If you haven't been over to Bradley Hall to see those magnolia trees, they're just perfectly in bloom right now. But moving into the precipitation map, as you can see, there's a front over here, but don't let this fool you. It's actually going to move northeast and totally miss us. We're going to get all of our weather straight from the south, where Houston is getting a lot of rain right now. They actually have about 10 feet of rain. They're just drowning down there, and that's going to come up, and it's going to hit us all throughout the night. But with the southwest winds coming in, we are actually going to see less precipitation than we thought we were going to get. Thunderstorms are going to be around Chillicothe as opposed to us. And then looking into the temperature map around to us on Monday. Thunderstorms Thursday and Monday, but like I said, just a beautiful, beautiful weekend. All right, we are now going to take our entertainment news with Katie Crowley.
Bradley University's Orchesis Dance Company is hosting their spring dance recital this coming Friday at 6 p.m. at the Markham Performance Court. Orchesis is a student-ran organization, and the dance performances are choreographed by the Orchesis team members. The dance recital features a variety of styles, including jazz, modern, hip-hop, lyrical, and contemporary. It is completely free and open to the public. I hope you can all go watch. ACBU is hosting an event tomorrow night called Relax and Rejuvenate. It is from 3 to 6 p.m. in the Student Center Ballroom. With finals coming up, it's meant to help give students a nice study break. The event will have an oxygen bar with a variety of flavors. You can also make your own custom scent sugar scrubs. You can have massages, canvas painting, and different fruits, chocolates, and fruit-infused waters. Students can also take a yoga class to get the chance to pet puppies and kittens. It is free for all students and no registration is necessary. The theater department has done a wide array of work this year, ranging from musicals to drama and even student-directed shows. And tomorrow, they will open the final play of the season. Megan has more.
This Thursday, April 21st, Bradley University Theater will open its final show of its 2015-2016 season. Our Country's Good will be director Susan Felder's final production here at Bradley. Of the 3 shows that she has directed in her time here, she explains why this one is different than the others.
There's so much unique about this play. I mean, first of all, the fact that it's sort of based on true events, but then it takes all those true events and uses them to show the power of the arts in settling a nation.
The play follows several true stories of officers and convicts establishing a penal colony in 18th century Australia. One of the convicts was named Mary Brenham, who is played by freshman theater minor Ellie Stamper. Ellie believes this show has many elements to capture up the audience's attention.
There's a lot of violence, there are a lot of stage fights. I mean, there are definitely like mature ideas as far as sex and relationships and language, but I think that when it comes down to it, it's really the idea that theater can grow even in the worst environment.
Our Country's Good displays many different important themes. It demonstrates the brutality, condemnation, and redemption of mankind, all while telling stories of romance, illness, and humor. But of these themes, the more obvious may be even harder to see.
I hope that they take away some idea about poverty. And if anything, I hope that it makes us see people that we judge to be lazy or unworthy or poor in a new light. We haven't walked a mile in their shoes. It's very easy to judge, and I think that what this play does is make us look at that.
The production will run for 2 weekends, closing on May 1st. Performances Thursdays through Saturdays are at 8 p.m. and matinee shows on Sunday at 2:30. Tickets are available in the box office in the Hartman Center on campus. For BUTV News, I'm Megan Grote.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm really excited for those puppies that relax and rejuvenate tomorrow.
Oh, right, and prep for finals? Yeah. Oh, man, a good puppy to pet would be fantastic, right?
Exactly.
And when we come back, Sabrina Salvacion will be live from Constance.
And later, we have some athlete spotlights. Stay with us.
Oh my goodness, that was the best party of the year.
I know, right?
It's getting late. I don't want to walk home alone.
Too bad we live in two separate directions.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Hey, I just wanted to call you so I don't have to walk home alone. It's so creepy out here. I thought I heard something, like someone following me. I'm gonna call you back. Hey, how's it going? Are you ready? Yes. Not chill. Sorry.
As we mentioned earlier, Constance and New Miller have been filled with music as we near the end of the year.
We continue that coverage live with Sabrina Sebastian. Hi, Sabrina.
Hi there. I'm here in Constance Hall where tomorrow evening Phi Mu Alpha will be performing a concert. With me tonight I have music director William Akers. William, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
So what is Phi Mu Alpha?
Phi Mu Alpha Symphonia is the men's national music fraternity of America.
And can you tell me a little bit more about the concert that's happening tomorrow evening?
Tomorrow night will be the Phi Mu Alpha Symphonia American recital, in which we feature only American composers, including two of our brothers from this chapter, Austin Lair, who composed a trombone piece, and Mason Bohr, who composed a trumpet piece.
And is this something you do every year?
We actually put on a recital every semester, but once a year we put on an American recital.
And can you describe your position at Phi Mu Alpha?
For this chapter of PMA, I am actually the vice president, which makes me second in command, but more so it makes me the music director. So I get to put on cool stuff like this.
And how will your role as music director be of value to you after your time here at Bradley?
Here at Bradley, I'm currently a music education major, so in the future I will be a music teacher in front of a little orchestra, while now I'm just a teacher in front of just bigger kids singing.
All right, and lastly, we have a few moments left. So what kind of pieces can the audience look forward to tomorrow?
One in particular they can look forward to is Who Are the Brave by Joseph Martin, which is really cool because Who Are the Brave, we're here at Bradley, and Who Are the Brave, it's for the vets for the American recital.
All right, thank you so much, William.
Thank you.
And we will actually be having a live performance of Who Are the Brave later this evening. Reporting live from Constance Hall for BUTV News, I'm Sabrina Sebastian.
Sunday, the Slane College of Communications and Fine Arts and the Department of Music presented a Music Scholarship Concert Series performance. Students and community members came out to enjoy the show. The Bradley Community Chorus was organized to give opportunities to students and community members the opportunity to study and perform choral orchestral masterworks. They perform every semester with Bradley Chamber Orchestra or the Peoria Symphony. The Peters Recital Hall in Dingledine Music Center was full of audience members. Students and community members served as great entertainment for those who came out to see the performance. The performance included piano solos and songs from the chorus. If you're interested in auditioning for the community chorus, contact Dr. John Jost.
Bradley University Gospel Choir found its way back on campus last Friday in the Student Center Ballroom. Bradley's Gospel Choir held a spring concert. Bradley's Gospel Choir has been inactive on campus for a couple of years. However, they made a strong comeback last Friday at their spring concert. Performances included former student Josiah Williams, praise and worship team from Grace Apostolic Assembly, and student choir members. The spring concert was open to all students and community members to enjoy. Some of the special contributors to the show were New Life Christian Church and Ladies of Alphi Christian Sorority Incorporated. The audience really enjoyed all of the performances. Bradley's Gospel Choir looks forward to putting on more shows in the future.
Next up, Amanda brings us our spring sports news.
And later, upcoming events on campus. We'll be right back.
It's harder whenever there's a bigger group. Pretty much a good day for me would be people leaving their hands off of me. I'm always called names. Everywhere that I go, there's always someone calling me names, calling me gay. I've been choked, thrown up against a wall, punched. Nobody's ever tried to help me.
When you're out there, there's no telling what you'll find.
I see it! I see it! Oh, look at you.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
As we're nearing the end of the semester, I guess we got to start saying goodbye to some of our seniors in all the different sports and everything. So it's going to be, I know, a few tough couple weeks for them as they're getting to the end of the semester.
Yes, at least they're playing some really good games so that we can end this season on a good note. So the Bradley Braves women's cross country and track team will be saying goodbye to two of their top notable runners. Not only are they teammates, best friends, and training partners, but sisters as well. Here's Melody Mercado with the story.
Caitlin and Kristen Bush seem like your average college students. Little would you know that they are probably the fastest people you have ever met, holding school records in the 3K, 5K, 6K, 10K, and making several national appearances. The Bush twins have dominated their events during their time at the Hilltop. Since grade school, the two have been training together, growing academically and athletically side by side.
We can't imagine life without each other. I mean, we both push each other every day. It's not, and our people always ask are you guys competitive against each other? And I would say we are, but it's not in an unhealthy way. It's kind of just in a good way.
Training year-round through the heat, rain, and snow, the sisters hope to finish their senior year on top by representing Bradley at the NCAA Track and Field Nationals in Eugene, Oregon.
Just competing well at regionals, I think, is the main goal. Hopefully getting to nationals would be really cool, and then just conference being a really good time. I know it's always fun with our whole team being there. So
the Bush sisters are arguably the most successful runners in Bradley school history, holding multiple Missouri Valley Conference titles and school records. But what does the future hold for this dynamic duo? Caitlin and Kristen will be starting graduate school at Bradley this summer, both pursuing a degree in physical therapy. As for running, the twins hope to convert into racing the half marathon and eventually a marathon. With their collegiate careers coming to a close, it is bittersweet, but they will certainly leave behind big shoes to fill.
They still have their senior year of outdoor track, so I think their legacy is going to continue over the next few weeks, but they'll definitely inspire our athletes that are coming over. They're on the team right now, and they'll inspire the athletes that we're recruiting to come here in the future years.
Reporting for BUTV News, I'm Melody Mercado.
The Bradley University tennis team hosted Missouri State for its final home game of the season at the David Markin tennis courts on Sunday. The score was back and forth throughout the day. Freshman Malini Wigensen helped to clinch the 4-3 team decision with a 3-set win at number 5 singles. The Braves will close out their regular season schedule on the road this weekend against Drake on Saturday and Northern Iowa on Sunday. As we reported earlier this month, Ariel Detcher has become the winningest tennis player at Bradley. Tom Mantia recently sat down with her.
It's game, set, and match for the Bradley University all-time wins tennis record. The record was surpassed by women's tennis junior Ariel Detcher. Detcher tied Terry Chan's wins record at 115 with a doubles win against Illinois State last weekend. She then took to the court in number 1 singles, where she won her 116th combined match, setting the school record.
It was always one of my goals and one of my dreams, but I never thought I would make it, especially as a junior, so it's cool to have it so early.
Detcher brings a lot to the Braves in the win column, but also helps to inspire her team to perform at their best.
Every day she pushes me to be better, and she's such a great competitor.
Detcher credits the women's tennis coaching staff for helping her break the school record. She said without them pushing and motivating her through hard times on and off the court, she would not have had the opportunity to break the school record.
Even though Ariel has the most wins for Bradley women's tennis, she still has other goals that she would like to accomplish before her Bradley tennis career comes to an end.
Well, we just moved into conference season, so one of my biggest goals, even coming in as a freshman, was winning Missouri Valley Player of the Year. So I guess we'll see in a month if I get that done.
Bradley women's tennis will head on the road this weekend and square off against Drake on Saturday and University of Northern Iowa on Sunday. For BUTV News, I'm Tom Mantia.
Well, thank you, Amanda. It sounds like we're wrapping up a great spring sports season.
Thank you all.
All right, well, coming up next after the break, we've got campus events.
And our weekly musical guest to end the show. We'll be right back.
Hey, it's Ava, and this is Tess from Vivo's Do It Yourselfie, where we recreate the hottest looks from today's biggest music videos.
After cleaning out our closet, we have a lot of clothes we don't wear anymore.
Like this old t-shirt.
It's not garbage, it's actually a brand new rug.
And to make it, all you need to do is cut, tie, and glue.
Cut the t-shirt into strips.
Tie the strips into knots.
And glue the knots to the bath mat. I love it. Give your garbage another life.
And recycle.
There's one thing you can never have sex without.
It's not something you buy.
Or something you take.
In fact, there's only one way to get it.
It has to be given to you, freely.
It's consent.
Because sex without it isn't sex.
It's rape. Consent.
If you don't get it, you don't get it.
It's on us to stop sexual assault.
Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Oh! Checking your fantasy league?
Nah, just my 401k statement.
Nice. Where'd you find the money for that?
I just been saving a little every month.
I can't seem to save anything.
Well, what about all this? What about the money you're spending?
What money? It's gone before I can get my hands on it.
I got a pizza for a Todd.
Hey, can somebody spot me?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind.
It's 547.
Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
And now a look for some upcoming events on campus. Heed will be hosting their annual beer drive tomorrow, starting at 11 outside on Olin Quad. Attendees can drive golf carts with beer goggles on, and there will be also free food and t-shirts. ACBU is now accepting applications for the 2016-17 Homecoming Court. You can get the applications online on their website, acbu.org. Head out to Olin Quad this Saturday for a carnival. Sponsored by the Association of Residence Halls, Bradley students are invited to play carnival games and enter a raffle for some great prizes. This free event starts at 2 o'clock and goes until 5 o'clock. Well, hopefully all of you guys are handling finals coming up pretty well. I know it's pretty busy for me personally.
Oh yeah, I'm more than anything just looking forward to Midnight Munchies.
Oh yeah, some free food?
Sure.
Absolutely. That's what a college student's all about, getting that free food. Anyway, that's all we've got for BUTV News this week. I'm Peyton McDermott.
I'm Amanda Filio.
I'm Katie Crowley.
And I'm Jackie Myers. We leave you tonight with a performance from Phi Mu Alpha Symphonia. Have a great night.
Freedom shore.